Hey guys, Dirk here, back with another Medford. Did a review a couple days ago on the Infraction, and I kind of compared it in that video a little bit to the Midi Marauder. So today I'm bringing out the Midi Marauder. So let's just jump in right into the specs real quick. Overall length is 7.9 inches. The blade length is, again, like on the Infraction, the website says 3¼ I measure just over 3.5. Edge length 3.1. Close length is exactly the same as the Infraction at 4 3/8. The weight 6.4 ounces, a little bit heavier than the Infraction, with a blade thickness of 0.190 on the website. I measure it at 0.18, but the website comes out at 190. This particular one is in D2 with a Vulcan finish for the blade and just completely tumbled titanium scales with a titanium clip. This particular model comes in several varieties. Of course, the different blade steels that we all know from Medford, but it also comes, they have some of the Midi Marauders in carbon fiber. I have one of those that I will do a review on in the future. I actually have basically a full set of Marauders in carbon fiber, the full size, the Midi, and a dress. I'll do a combined video at some point of all three of those. The Vulcan finish on this particular one is pretty nice. As you guys are familiar, the Vulcan finish comes out differently every time. It's nothing that they can predict. So that's why they don't offer it on a lot of the newer models now. Really, it's only offered on the Praetorian full tie, which is the thick, big flagship knife of their line, if you will. And we'll get a review on one of those here shortly as well. So let's pull out the Infraction also. I'll show you the close lengths together just to kind of compare. Again, these are really, I think, the perfect size Medford. Everybody always asks me, I'm on a lot of Facebook groups. I run a Medford Facebook group. Everybody always asks, well, what's the best Marauder, best Medford to get? The first one I should get. The first one you should get is either an Infraction or a Midi Marauder. Hands down, no question. It's what I always recommend as your first one. It gives you the pocketability of any other knife, but it gives you the Medford feel, the Medford, style. Really brings you into the brand in a way you can carry it every single day. So you can see these are almost, basically identical knives, just a little bit different shape. Handle shape's a little bit different, and the blade shape is a little different. Other than that, same exact size in almost every respect. Frame locks that they are typical Medfords for. Same exact pocket clips, actually. Kind of oriented the same. All in all, very similar, same knife, just a little bit different shape. Feels great in the hand. Can really kind of choke up on it and to get some fine detail work. It's a hollow ground blade. Again, it's a thick blade, not a super slicer dicer, but will cut great. It has a lot of benefits to it in the fact that it's super pocketable, super, not super lightweight, but very carryable. A great size that, is great for office carry, opening packages, cutting your apple, a multitude of just everyday type of usage. So I definitely recommend this as a first Medford or a 5th or 6th. If you're not experiencing a Midi Marauder, you're kind of missing out. I am very partial to the Marauder line. I have several full-size ones all the way down to the dress Marauder. So I just love the look, the style. This one comes in drop point only. The Midi Marauder comes in a drop point only. They did make, I think it's 3 with a Tonto blade. I was able to pick one up, so I do have a Tonto blade that I'll pull out at some point for a review. But that was a special run. I think they did just a couple of one-offs here and there. So let's take a look at one of the things that I have an issue with that is potentially a problem. The lock face really sticks out from the scale. I think, you know, if you were to drop this on the concrete, on asphalt, I think you can ding this up and then have issues with the lockup. Right now, the lockup is, you know, great, typical. It's not going to go anywhere. It's solid. But if you were to ding up this lock face, I think that could be a problem. I don't know. I mean, I don't have a problem with it. I have not had an issue with it, but I haven't dropped it. I don't abuse my stuff, but that could potentially be an issue. One other thing, and this is really kind of typical on most, I think every one of my Medfords, is this lock bar cutout right here on the tip is kind of sharp. I mean, it's not going to cut you, and it feels okay in the hand, but I think there's room for improvement on that particular spot. Maybe just round that off a little bit, chamfer it, maybe not as much as dramatically as the side of the scale, but maybe just a little radius all along in there. I'm gonna have to take a look at some of my other makers to see how they're handling that. But that's always been kind of something that you know, with your index finger here, you do feel it. It's not, you know, I don't think it's a big issue, but it's a deal. It's a thing. And for, you know, at this price point, maybe that's something they could address. So anyway, I just wanted to kind of compare and kind of show you this one compared to the Infraction, since I did talk about this the other day. And I'll put a link to the Infraction video down in the description below. So let me know what you think of the Midi Marauder, and what you think of Medford in general. What are you carrying today? And let me know what you think. Thanks a lot, everybody. You guys have a great day, and we will see you next time.